Looking for business ideas that would make you a fortune? Paul Akers has done it. He's there. He started a multi-million-dollar company, and today, you guys, he's going to be sharing some incredible business ideas that you can venture into yourself. Paul Akers is the real deal. He's the president and founder of FastCap, a product development company that produces and launches more than 30 innovative products each year.
So I took something in the food industry and laterally moved it over to the woodworking industry. And today, that's one of the best products we sell.
Give us an actual business idea that one can start today and make a ton of money. In this episode, Paul Akers is going to talk about his top business idea picks that anyone can start right away. He'll also share his secrets on how you can come up with your own ideas, how you can validate them, and how you can take them from basic concepts to realization.
We took a remote system, redesigned it, and then put it on the end of a vacuum cleaner. And it's not done the way they're teaching you at Harvard. I can guarantee you that.
You guys, I mentioned Paul Akers in almost every episode that we have, and this is an incredible opportunity. I'm so excited to sit down with him and talk about these best business ideas that he's got going on in there. Let's go.
Those opportunities are everywhere. I mean, I've got them everywhere right in front of me. I want your listeners to understand what the real litmus test is for a good idea. You ready? And This is it.
Every single episode on UpFlip is a potential business idea. Every story offers a unique insight that you can take to start and grow your business. So make sure you go back and watch all of our existing videos and subscribe. Just smash that button so that it's all done and over. And help us create this amazing content for you guys by liking the video, by commenting below. It helps a lot with YouTube algorithms. Anyway, that being said, I'm here to introduce the man of the hour. Let's go meet him. He's upstairs. Paul, it is incredible to be with you again. Honestly, we mention you in every episode. I think the principles, the books you've written are life-changing, life-altering. So today we're going to talk about these top business picks.
You make me cry when you say that. I'm so happy to hear that.
I mean it. I am so privileged to be here again, and I hope that today's episode about the business ideas is really going to impact a lot of lives. Tell us a little bit about yourself, for those maybe that haven't seen our previous videos yet, and how did you start? How did this idea of FastCap as one of your first ideas came to be?
Well, I always like to say I'm just a carpenter. I'm a D&C student. I struggled with school, dyslexia, lots of problems. I wasn't the most popular person in school. And what I was gifted at, or what I enjoyed doing, was working with my hands and making things and creating things. The way I got around that academic deficiency was by simplifying things. And so I came up against a situation as a cabinet maker where I was trying to cover a screw hole inside of a cabinet, and the existing technology was clunky and difficult, and I said there has to be a simpler way. How does a simple carpenter find a better way to do that? And I came up with the FastCap, a simple peel and stick cover cap made out of all kinds of woods, materials that cover screw holes. And you know, the rest of the story is we have 800 products and a huge manufacturing facility in 40 countries, and you know, it's an American dream story, but it all happened with the idea of simplifying things and solving a simple problem. And I think that really should be the essence of this episode. Don't complicate things. Look for problems and solve those problems with elegance. And if you do that, some pretty amazing things can happen in an individual's life, because that's all that happened to me. I'm not Steve Jobs. I'm not anything like any of those. I'm just a regular guy. So here we have a vacuum cleaner, okay? So this is a classic example. What do you have to do when you want to turn on the vacuum? You have to walk back to the vacuum, right? That's a pain in the butt. Do you want to walk back? Do you like?
No, especially if the hose is super long.
Is that a great experience?
No.
No, it's a terrible experience. But how about this? Turn it on right there at the head, right when you need it.
And there's a wire?
Yeah, no, it's just this is just Velcroed on.
What?
So it's a remote. So this is lateral thinking. We took a remote system, redesigned it, and then put it on the end of a vacuum cleaner. And now the vacuum cleaner turns on and off just like that.
That's awesome.
This is lateral thinking. This is fixing what bugs you. So this is a huge product for ours. Let me show you another one. Come over here and look at this. Here we have a CNC machine, and we want safety. We want people to be safe. Right. So the first thing you need to do is put on safety glasses, right?
Okay.
So look at where the safety glasses are, right here. This is called the eye mount. This is a thing that Velcros on or peel and sticks on, and now the safety glasses stick on there. And so every machine you go to, there's one of these there.
That is awesome.
So now we've solved a problem. Exactly. And then we're not pestering people. Paul, wear your safety glasses, wear your safety glasses. We made the process easy, and so people comply. Wow. If you make the process difficult, people will not do it. If you make it simple, that is the best and most efficient way to get people to comply.
Start by sharing one business idea with our viewers and why that's a good idea, why that's a particularly interesting niche.
Okay, well, the first thing is, how do you find that good business idea? Because if you understand how to find a good business idea, that will alleviate whether or not the particular one that I'm going to share with you is good or not. So the first thing you need to do is observe when you travel around or when you move through life, if you will, or you travel from some place in this country to another country, what they're doing that's not happening in the place where you live. So for instance, when I go to Japan, I'm always very observant of everything the Japanese are doing, because the Japanese are very clever people, very resourceful people. They don't have a lot of resources. So one of the problems they have is they have 127 million people in a very small landmass, and they got to perform a lot of haircuts, if you will. So they have a place called QB House. And when I go to Japan, I get my hair cut. I don't have a lot of it, but I get it cut for $10 in 10 minutes. And there's nobody taking my money. I walk into a kiosk, press a couple buttons, walk up, I sit down, they cut my hair, they do a great job, highly professional, everything's super clean. So I think the idea of creating a service that is highly efficient and very affordable would be a clever idea. They don't have that in the United States, to my knowledge, but the Japanese have nailed that. So the first thing is, observe when you travel around what other people are doing that is not occurring in your location, and maybe implement and bring some of those ideas here.
Paul, I'm dying to hear another business idea that we can talk about. How do I start it? What do the steps look like?
Again,
why do you think it's a good... Yeah, this is all ideas based. So,
well, you know, again, I'm an observant guy, and I look around and I say, what do we need in the United States that we haven't got, that we have in other countries? Another one is Japan again, hot drinks. So you walk around Japan and there's vending machines for hot drinks as well as for cold drinks.
Okay.
So you get hot coffee in a cool little can that twists off. You get hot tea, you get hot mochas, you get all this stuff. You walk into 7-Eleven, right next to the cold drinks is the hot drinks in an open shelf, but they're hot. It's incredible, and they're so popular, and yet we don't do that here. And
I don't go to 7-Elevens very often. I'm trying to remember, what do we usually have? We have the cold drinks, the Cokes, the Slurpees.
And then if you want a hot drink, it's made, you know, like a hot coffee.
Over the counter or something.
But they actually bottle their hot drinks, and they're stored in a vending machine that keeps them hot.
Wow.
And it's crazy popular. I mean, it's as popular as the cold drinks.
I'm sure that if we see that here in the U.S., you'd be like, what is this? This is weird.
But that's how trendy stuff starts. And when I go to Japan, I'm always buying the hot drinks. I love them. First of all, the quality of the coffee is incredible. It's simple, it's affordable, it's fast. Boom.
So you got to have the machine to keep it hot. You got to figure all those details out. But the idea, guys, the business idea that Paul's talking about is having hot drinks right next to cold drinks.
We don't have that in the U.S. Very cool. Exactly. The second idea is this concept of lateral thinking. Now, this is probably one of the most powerful, and it's one that has served me very well. So I'll give you an example. I came up with a product called the Glue Bot. We sell millions of them all over the world. It's a glue bottle that you squeeze and the glue travels from the top to the bottom. The bottom line is, I didn't come up with that idea. I saw it at a trade show for the coffee industry. It was used for honey. And when I saw that, I said, wow, the honey doesn't drip, it's not sticky. This is a very clever idea. How could I use that in the woodworking industry? And I thought, that would be a great solution for a glue bottle for woodworkers. So I took something in the food industry and laterally moved it over to the woodworking industry. And today, that's one of the best products we sell. And I got that simply by laterally thinking. I'll give you another example. The idea of the FastCap covering screw holes. But guess what? One of our biggest products is in the coffee industry, because I spilt my coffee all over my car when I got it.
Right.
And I walked back into FastCap and saw these cover caps. I took it and put it on the lid of my coffee so it wouldn't spill. And I drove down the road and it didn't spill. I go, wow. And today, Cruising Cap, billions of them worldwide. That's laterally thinking. That's taking a product in one industry and asking yourself, how could it possibly be applied to another industry?
So you don't have to innovate something new almost.
It's
already there.
It's all right in front of your nose. And as I say, if you're Greek and you had a big nose like me, those opportunities are everywhere. I mean, I've got them everywhere right in front of me. So a traditional spring clamp that you put on something. So if I want to put this clamp on here, watch this. This is really, really cool. I'm going to open this up here real quick here. Watch how this works. So a traditional spring clamp, you put it on there and it holds something, okay? So let's say I want to hold this piece onto there, right? Just like that.
Okay.
That's all it does. But somebody comes to us and says, well, you know what, Paul? I want to hold a piece of wood onto the front edge of there. So not only do I need to hold it onto there, look at the side here.
Okay.
When I put another spring here, and when that pushes on there like that, it's actually applying force onto the edge. So we took a traditional spring clamp, added an additional spring in there, which nobody's ever done, and now we're not only clamping here, but we're forcing it onto there.
How did you come up with that idea? Is it people here who are here? Is it somebody came to you and said, Paul, we're missing this?
Our customers learn lean thinking. I told you, one of the 5 things is become a lean thinker. So we teach our customers how to fix what bugs them. We teach our customers how to think laterally. We teach our customers how to become world-class problem solvers. They bring us then the ideas. This came from a customer. A cabinet maker said, this is my problem. How do I solve it? They brought us the idea. We looked at it and said, that's genius. Let's do it. The last thing, so we've talked about this idea of observing other cultures, laterally thinking, and then this is probably the most important of all of them, and that is simply fix what bugs you. So all I did in the cover cap in reality was I saw a problem, it bothered me, and I fixed it. Now I can't believe there's not a single person here watching this video right now that is not encountering something on a daily basis that is bothering them. That might be the very opportunity for you to fix something and solve a problem and develop a market, a business, and a whole company around just simply fixing what bugs you. That's all we do. So we teach, for instance, we teach our people, we teach our customers to fix what bugs them. And they bring us the ideas. So our customers bring us the ideas based on the simple principle of fixing what bugs them. So let me show you all 3 of those principles in play in living color. Come on.
I'd love to see it.
Let's start with this one. This is a FastCap. This is simply fixing what bugs you. I made a rigid PVC cap to cover screw holes. And before, it was a mechanical connection with a nib in the head of a screw. It works awesome, and it's available in hundreds of different materials, woods. You can stain it, you can color it any color you want. And they never had this before. So from there, here's lateral thinking. So this was fix what bugs you.
Okay.
Then I said, oh, let's put it on a coffee cup. I put it on a coffee cup. Then I said, let's make it better and easier to use. So I made it so it sticks, right, on the edge like that, so it's easy to pull off now, this little T shape. But my wife and everybody looked at it and said, that's no fun. Let's do lips, let's do smiley faces, flags, Japanese sayings, slogans. Now we make thousands of these different varieties, everything, all FDA adhesive, amazing stuff, and people go crazy over them. So there's a good example of lateral thinking. Both, I solved a problem, the coffee spilt,
right,
and then I went and took something from the cabinet making industry, laterally applied it to another industry.
Well, Paul, give us an actual business idea that one can start today and make a ton of money.
I'm not going to spoon feed you, Paul. I'm not going to give you the answer. What I'm going to do is give you the tools so you can get the answer.
Okay,
so number one,
that.
Become observant everywhere you go. Look around and see what other people are doing and how you can bring it back to your area, your country, whatever you're doing. Mm-hmm. Number two, become a lateral thinker. Show me a product that's used in one industry and move it over to another industry. Number three, become a world-class problem solver. Look for a problem and solve the problem. Fix what bugs you is number four. And the last one is become a lean thinker. If you become a lean thinker, you're going to have endless opportunities. So I could give you an answer for one specific thing, but you're locked into that one thing. I'm not locked into anything. Everywhere I look, I see opportunities. Don't you
awesome.
want to have the same capacity? Become a lean
less.
thinker, become a lateral thinker, become a problem solver, fix what bugs you, become a lean thinker. You do that, it's endless.
That's amazing. You guys, that's the biggest takeaway I think we can get from there is no one's going to come and spoon feed you, but those 5 pillars that Paul was talking about turns your whole world into opportunities left and right. So, show us some ideas.
Yeah, so here's a classic one, okay? So this is a roll of trash bags right here, and where is it stored? Right where you would ask the question, right
somewhere
there. So we made a trash bag holder that goes on the trash can. So when I change it, what's the biggest cumbersome thing that you have to do? You have to get another trash bag. You have to walk over here,
Garage,
get it. Where
open
is
the
it? You have to stop
door.
4 people. You have 4 people involved trying to buy the trash bags. It's right here in front of you. So we made this, and we fixed what bugged us. We solved the problem.
It's
And it
nothing
just bolts
complicated.
right
You got
up.
2 bolts, you got
nothing.
one barely
It's
holding this
nothing.
thing. And this is a product you sell.
It's a product we sell like crazy.
This is an idea. This
It's
is
an idea.
This is a business.
It's a business. It's a
that
business
solved
model.
the problem.
This is another cool idea. So this is called the story pull tape measure. Nobody's ever seen a tape measure like this. We actually didn't print anything on here. So now you can write on here with a pencil. So when you take a measurement, instead of having to remember the number, you just write the pencil mark right on there. You retract it back in, you pull it out, line up the pencil mark on your piece of wood, and you're done. Nobody's ever done it before.
Every idea you show, I'm kind of like,
it was so simple.
That's as simple as it gets.
Simple. Another thing is, if you do take a measurement, you got to remember the measurement. Now we put a pad on there to write on it. So you just write your notes right there. So you're not looking for a piece of paper. You can write on this and wipe it off.
How do I now validate and go from there?
I love this question. It's one of my favorite questions. So here is the way it works. So now you want to know whether or not your idea is good. So we have a litmus test for that. Number 1 is I show you the idea and you look at it and you go, that's cool.
Okay.
That's not a good idea.
It's not a good idea.
Not
okay.
a good. Watch this. And then I show you the idea and go, wow, that's really cool. That's not a good idea.
Okay. So it's not what I was expecting.
This. I know it wasn't. This is why I'm trying to help your listeners.
So you don't need positive reaffirmation.
I want your listeners to understand what the real litmus test is for a good idea. You ready? And this is it. I show you the idea and you say, I want that. Where can I buy that? You open up your wallet and you say, I need that now. When someone replies to you that way, you know you have something.
Oof. Oh, I love it.
Right? All of what I'm telling you is counterintuitive. It's not what most people think. They think they need to have this beautiful, elegant solution when all you have to do is solve the problems right in front of you. You think you got to come up with something crazy and innovative. All you have to do is take something from one area and apply it to another area. All you need to do is fix what bugs you. All you need to do is focus on quality, and the business will come streaming into you.
How do we get people on board this ship? You know, in today's day in society.
You know what I say? We don't want people on board this ship because here's the truth of the matter. What I'm telling you is for 2% of the people in the world. 98% of the people's ego will get in their way and completely cripple them. And so I don't worry about the 98%. I'm looking for people like you. I'm looking for people maybe like you who want to really discover the elegance and beauty of innovation and building an organization of operational excellence. And it's not done the way they're teaching you at Harvard. I can guarantee you that.
This is part 1. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I did. If we didn't ask any questions that you have on your mind, make sure you comment below. We've got our blog where we provide additional business insights that will help you grow your business, that will benefit you. And make sure you watch part 2. It's like right here. There's a lot more really cool stuff coming from Paul Akers.